it's quite up there. And the thing is like he's got loads of mates from that.
What's your ratings on Uber?
We've got to go to Wandsworth now to meet the boys, but how are we going to get there? We can't get an Uber. Fuck it, lads. Limes.
Some of your best friends black.
Yeah.
Guy grew up on council estate accent. That is. Can we start the podcast on that? Can you do your white guy who grew up on council estate accent again, please?
I've got like a weird, like, he's a high-pitched road man that's really insecure about his like masculinity.
Please do it. Let's start with that.
Yeah, it sounds
It's like it's quite up there. And the thing is like he's got loads of mates from that community and that, but no one takes him seriously because his voice is like way high. So he has to like sometimes he has to say the maddest shit to stand out for the pack. Do you understand? Like,
So where are you from?
don't worry about my postcode, fam. Like, don't worry about that, you know, because that's not something I'm gonna reveal to you on this. Like, my ops will be watching. You get me?
Did you grow up around like a lot of ethnic minorities?
Bro? What do you think, bro? Like, I can't even get into that because my brother, like, we all say the same things. We sound like the same way, you know?
Are some of your best friends black?
Yeah.
Tyler, have you met this guy?
Me and him, we go way back. That's my brethren in the streets, you know, bro. We
Absolutely.
grew up in the trenches and that.
Trenches, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Luke Nixon on the podcast.
Thank you.
Comedian, voice extraordinaire, and good man.
Oh.
Very handsome man, may I say so myself. I've known Luke for a few years now. We started, I think we started comedy around the same time, I'd say.
So yeah,
2019, 2020, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take. Luke is a good man. He's a man of the people, I'd say.
yeah. I am.
By the end of the podcast, we're going to discover he's not Luke, his brother Luke.
Brother Luke. What kind of brother though are we talking here?
Brother Luke.
Brother Luke.
He's for the people, with the people. He knows the plight of the ethnic minority. Do you know the plight of the ethnic minority?
That's a good way to start, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice, easy question to ease
Yeah.
me in.
Not how are you?
No, not even how are you. Do I know the plight? I think I appreciate the plight. I don't know it, but you know.
Let's list some plights.
Okay.
Tyler, do you want to start? Plight of a black man.
I don't know. I've had a very sheltered life.
You have. You grew up in Essex. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pretend. I've had a very sheltered life.
Yeah. Plight of an ethnic minority. Ooh. I've got a good one. Right. I can't just drive a Prius.
Oh no! Someone's gonna try and actually
People
get
will
in your
in the
car.
car.
Yeah, 100%.
People will get in my car.
Yeah.
To be fair, when you picked me up from the station, I got in the front as a sign of respect.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I didn't want to get in the
It
back.
didn't feel right though, did it?
Yeah, it didn't quite feel right though.
You're like, why am I in the
I was
front
like
with
checking my
boss man?
phone, like, why am I not rating this guy right now? I was like,
Hey, boss, you got hooked.
You know what sometimes saddens me when I see Uber drivers, yeah? You know when you see an Uber driver, right? And they've pushed their front seat so far to the front, they've let go of the idea that anyone might even try to sit there.
It's a good
It's
point.
kind of sad, isn't it?
Would you want, like, if you're an Uber driver, would you want some guy like sat next to you?
Especially a drunk guy.
Yeah.
Where are you from, mate?
Yeah, and he's got
Yeah,
a kebab
mate.
in his hand.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, mate. Pakistan, yeah, mate.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
hardcore, man.
Exactly.
Fucking hell, mate.
It's always like the Thursday guys who work in finance. They're wearing the white shirts. They've had a long day. They smell probably. You know, they haven't made any trades that day or however that goes. Then they get in the cab and just want to tell you about their day. I want them in the back so I don't have to look at them.
Exactly. I don't want to speak
You
to
know?
them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drive, so I don't really know how that works. But you know, you wouldn't want them next to you.
Oh
would
no,
you?
absolutely. Especially if you're just out here carting people every day, and that's your job. I don't even want to look at you, bruv. I might even put a privacy screen.
Growing up, when I was a kid, like I say a kid, a younger adult, I used to always ask the Uber driver for the aux cord. But now as a real grown man, I could never.
Yeah,
it's just rude.
Nah,
bruv.
you know what? I hear it. The last few times I've hopped in an Uber, and I think I did an entire 30-minute journey. I just let Bossman play his music.
Yeah, it's his car, bro. It's his, the cheek of it. Like, he's having a much harder day than you are.
You are
know what I
paying
mean?
for the privilege of being in someone's car, so there has to be some sort of 50-50. No?
There should. I hear it. A bit of give and take, but
you can't get in it. It's like blasting 90s pop. Do you know what I mean?
That would be annoying.
That would be annoying.
I think the compromise is nothing.
Yeah, I like absolute silence.
Yeah.
No, we sit in silence and we speak about politics. You got two options.
Yeah.
Well, I always get Uber drivers that I really get on with, and I'm very respectful when I get in the car. Hi, how are you doing? Da da da. And I say nothing for the journey, and then just as we're getting 5 minutes away, the bloke will start talking about politics.
Yeah.
And then it's like, And I'm like, okay, we can sort of have a top level discussion about politics.
Yeah.
And then just as I'm getting out of the car, it's like, and the problem with this country is I'm like, no, why? Why is it always me?
Trans people.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
And it's like, why do they look at me and think, yeah, he'll know. He'll get it. Yeah, he'll understand. Yeah.
This is what I get when I get into like an Uber, yeah? They'll be like, Muhsin? I'm like, yes. Muslim? I'm like, yes. Salam alaikum.
Nice.
I'm like, alaikum salam. And they're like, where are you from, brother? I'm Turkish. Oh, we are neighbors. 5 stars instantly.
Oh, that's nice. At least you have a pleasant one. When I call an Uber, then they see who they're picking up. They lock the doors and drive off.
They're like, country's gone, mate. Country's gone.
Unbelievable.
No blacks in my car. Only black that should be in the car is on my fucking car. Only blacks in the car should be black saints. You know what I mean? Fuck, you know.
We laugh, but you know, it probably happens. They probably do reject people.
I reckon
Can they see
black
us?
cab drivers in particular are probably guilty of that. A few of them.
Do you reckon that? Can they see our profile pictures?
Yes.
Do you reckon they can?
Yeah.
Cheeky fuckers.
Yeah, they can. So because you have to. I don't know if you have to, but you do have a profile picture on Uber, innit? And it comes with your rating as well.
What's your ratings on Uber?
Ooh. Everyone just immediately whips their phone out.
Oh, let's have a little.
I don't know, because especially many years of taking Ubers during uni has probably tarnished my reputation.
I've said some loud shit.
You know what? 4.64.
Oof.
Let's have a look. What you...
Mine's bad.
Ready?
What's yours?
2.1.
You're joking. How do you have a rating of
terrible.
2.1?
And I've taken 1,000 Ubers. What am I
Have
doing?
you stolen someone's car?
Do I smell?
4.79.
A little bit. That's the point.
4.7. Yeah, but you're a lovely guy.
Hey, there we go. How do you tell how many Ubers you've taken?
I don't know. How many Ubers have you taken?
Oh,
How do you know?
Because you said 1,000, I was like, wow,
He's
I'm
a
joking.
he's a
Oh,
traveled
mine's
man.
4.59. It's still pretty low though.
Oh, I thought you said 2.
No. Initially I said 2.1 for a laugh, but 4.59.
Wait, hold on.
Still not
I have
great.
the stats on how much CO2 you saved now?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are you doing good for the community?
I mean, I've taken one line bike.
I took a line bike the other day, and because my girlfriend was cycling to go to a picnic, and I was really hungover, and I promised I'd cycle with her, and they're powerful.
Oh, they will catch you off guard.
Yeah, I
They will-
cycled right in front of a van pulling out of the street, and then they cost a fortune though. I mean, I had to take a shit on the way to the picnic,
Yeah.
and I couldn't stop the line bike. Sometimes I've got bad IBS, so I was in there for 5 minutes, and that cost me about £3.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
bastard. The cheek of it.
Unbelievable. And then the whole trip was about, I think, £27.
Fucking hell, for a bike ride.
That's a lot of money.
That's a
isn't
lot of money to do it yourself.
It was a really long bike ride, though. It was, but you do feel powerful whizzing through London, you know, on one of those limes.
Have you ever been on one?
In a park.
I would love
where
to
it's
see it.
safe.
Oh, I feel
would
like
love
you
to
would
see you
shit
on a line
yourself
bike.
I'll
on a
die
road.
immediately.
No, I think you'd look really like a gang boss or something, like
Really?
riding one.
I am
you know.
pretty intimidating, to be fair.
Because me and my sister have got this thing about lads on limes, which is like your classic, like, you know, mate, I've had a fucking wicked day, and we've got to go to Wandsworth now to meet the boys, but how are we going to get there? We can't get an Uber. Fuck it, lads, limes. And it's like the white collar shirts, the signet rings.
You know what I've noticed
know.
about middle class white people?
Yeah.
They don't mind sweating.
No, we don't.
Do you know what I mean? Like
No, we don't.
they like for example, Tyler, your idea of a good holiday, maybe a bit of shopping and chilling with a beautiful view. You know what the whites like? Active holidays.
Oh,
They want to go through a mountain. Yeah, they want to hike to the top of a mountain. They want to make a campfire, and then they want to wake up early so they can go for an even longer hike back down the mountain.
I think I was born a different colour.
That's why. That's why if you see a lot of middle class white people, strong calves. That's a fact.
Oh, no, look at my car.
Let's have a
Also-
look at your calves.
Can I ask you guys if this is infected?
Yes,
This is a
please.
weird one.
I am a doctor.
Like, that looks.
He is a doctor now, to be fair.
I can't see it. Oh,
Is it
bro, yeah, you should get that checked out.
Really?
Yeah, that looks like a
To be fair, there is a lot of redness around there.
Yeah.
That might be a
Abscess.
Abscess.
Absinthe? What is it?
Absinthe, yeah.
It's
Pour some
it's
absinthe
an
on it.
Fucking
abscess.
sick, mate.
Yeah, that might be an abscess, and that can get bad, bro. You can lose your leg.
Okay, you better get to the doctor.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'll finish
yeah?
this podcast.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you were in St. Lucia, they would have chopped that by now. I'm
yeah,
promising.
yeah.
What, chop the whole leg off.
Yeah.
I reckon.
But you know what? Yeah, St. Lucia's ruthless about it because obviously the problem is just where your calf is, but they're going to chop it from your thigh.
I can't get the jeans down.
I told you, powerful calves.
Get them
I can't even get your
I
shit down.
can't get them down.
Beautiful shiny shit. Look at the size of this guy's
I don't like walking. I don't like long walks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to just hang on. Could you hold that tighter for a second?
Yeah,
Look
no
at my
worries.
calf, puny. I haven't gone anywhere. Look at that.
Oh no, my mileage on my legs is minimal.
Yeah, yeah.
They're still factory fresh.
Yeah, and you go gym as well.
You know what I mean? Why do my calves have that new calf smell?
I used to play five-a-side. That's why I've got big calves. I used to be the big lad at the back with good feet, but can't run for shit.
That's the
so-
most male I used to play. The worst male I used to play football
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
Most say I used to play for Arsenal.
No.
You said I used to play five-a-side.
I was never. They called me at school Chopper Nixon because I used to just like hack people down,
Nice.
and then that was the only thing I could do. Is just like go up behind someone, just kick him in the shins.
Yeah.
But like
Aggressive.
skill wise, I was never that.
But
good.
was it the
Nah.
kind of tackles that, like, were they like powerful enough that you'd feel obligated to shout Brexit afterwards? Like, obviously, Brexit didn't happen back then, but
as an 8-year-old boy, just
Yeah.
screaming Brexit?
you know what I mean?
No, it was more like just bottled rage, just like, and it was usually because I hang out with my dad on a Friday night and we'd go five-a-side with loads of like middle-aged lads at like local town hall, whatever it is, leisure centre, and then we'd go and get a curry. But all of these like middle-aged blokes, they were all bigger than me, so I sort of viewed it as a challenge that if I could injure anyone or I could sort of like leave a little bit on it. And my old coach used to come to the leisure centre and play, and I always tried to like get him. Like as
You
soon
went for
as-
the coach?
Yeah. I used to be like, yeah, you should never have substituted me last week, and then just like, go and kick him, and then
Drop him.
chop him. I remember when I got my first red card playing for like a terrible team. We were losing like 3-0, and I was just like really like didn't want to be there. And
Yeah.
this
How old were
guy,
you?
about 15.
By the way, red cards at that age group of football, generally speaking, unheard of. So it
Yeah.
must have been bad.
It
if
was-
they sent you off.
It was bad. This guy just kept kicking me, and I probably thought like this is what I do to other people.
Yeah.
Like, this is weird. And he was from Swindon. Do you know where Swindon is?
Mhm.
You know
Yes.
Swindon? Yeah, he was from Swindon,
You did deserve
and
it.
he was just like giving it all that the whole game. And then I said, the next time you do that, I'm gonna kick you back.
Fucking hell.
And then like,
rage.
he was proper like blind, didn't know how to talk about your feelings, rage.
Yeah.
And the second half goes off, like the whistle, and the first thing he does, ball goes up in the air, he kicks me, and I just like headbutted him, like straight. I completely
hell.
lost it. I was like, yeah, and then like attacked him. Then he attacked me, and it was a new team that I just started playing for. None of my teammates came to protect me.
No,
No, none of them.
damn.
So all of their team just ran in. It's like, how can you headbutt someone? Da, da. And he headbutted me way harder than I headbutted him.
Yeah.
So it was really pathetic. And then I was like, I completely lost it. It was like Joey Barton against Man City. Over
No
QPR.
way.
Like I was just like throwing like really weak, pathetic punches everywhere. And then like the ref took us to one side, gave us both red cards. I looked around, and there was my dad, like right in the corner, this tiny Scottish bloke with his fist in the air. And I was like, why are you proud of me, dude?
My
Like,
boy.
yeah, it was just ridiculous.
I must say, right, Luke might be a white man, but he's demonstrating all the symptoms of brother Luke. Shall we talk through them?
What
Go
is
on,
this?
go for it.
So, hanging out with his dad on the weekends.
Is that
Wait, whoa. So back to
Why
the
you looking at
clarification. Back to the clarification. Yeah.
Why-
So he's brother Luke
His brother Luke.
hanging out with his dad on the weekend.
Yeah,
That's,
that's
some
not-
white people shit.
that's just divorced parents
That's
stuff.
true. That's true.
Yeah, that's anything else? I guess is that about brother Luke? I quite like this brand of. It's a
Brother Luke.
rebrand for me. Yeah.
Those accents you were doing at the start.
Oh,
okay.
those were class.
I wanna see if you can
Those
do an
were
Indian
spot
one.
on.
Ooh.
Can you, all right, no, don't do that because he can't. Actually, Viraj, if you could come on camera for just 1 second and say, "I give you permission."
I don't think I'm gonna.
I
Can you-
give you permission.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can do if you don't feel comfortable doing Indian. Can you do Turkish kebab man?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They're too far removed.
Say again.
They're not too far
Yeah,
removed.
yeah.
They're
it's a
not-
fine
yeah.
They're
line.
not. They're kind of a they're kind of similar when you think about it.
Yeah.
Can you do
I
kebab,
feel
man?
a bit weird doing it.
No, you have like listen.
feel a
This is,
little bit
Let me tell you why
on
it's
the
okay.
spot.
Let me tell you why it's okay.
Okay.
This is the most kebab household in
Okay.
North London.
Okay.
So you see that portrait of my father on the wall.
Yeah.
He was one of the number one suppliers of kebabs in this country.
Really?
Genuinely, yeah, no, genuinely. That's what he did for a living.
This
He
house
made
was
kebab.
bought with kebab meat.
Is he
This is-
fucking with me? Or
No,
something?
This
no,
is
legit.
the
This is
house
legit.
we are
Wow.
in is kebab money.
This is
Wow.
kebab meat.
And the listeners can't see this, but this is one of the nicest houses. It's so nice.
Kebab money.
It's
Kebab
like
money.
right?
Pablo Escobar's house.
Yeah,
kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kebab money.
Okay.
Right.
That
So
should be a song. Kebab money.
kebab money. I'm working on it.
That could be.
Yeah, it's my next single.
That could be a
Let's add
slapper.
it. Let's get it in there.
So you have full permission from the Turkish community
Okay.
to do the Turkish kebab man accent. Let's hear it.
Okay. Should we role play it? Does someone want to be the customer?
I'll be the Tyler. Do you want to be the customer or should I be the customer?
I'll be the fly on the wall.
Okay.
Oh, that's,
Very good.
That's pretty.
I'll
yeah,
be
method.
like a geezer.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. Hello, mate. You got any doner left, mate?
Hello, boss. How you doing? You're right.
Yeah, mate. How you doing, Mustafa? You all right today?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. You want lamb sheesh, chicken sheesh, mate?
No, I want a doner, please, today, mate. Little doner.
Donna, okay. You want wrap? Fucking hell, I haven't been in a kebab shop in ages. Would you believe it?
Glad you said it, mate. Glad you said it.
You want lamb or chicken?
A mix, please, mate. I'll have a mix.
Okay. £6.50, mate.
So he's like, I want chili sauce and garlic sauce,
Chili
mate.
sauce, garlic sauce,
Actually,
mate.
scratch that. I want brown sauce.
Brown sauce, mate.
You're a sick man.
I want ketchup.
Ketchup,
You're a
mate.
sicker man.
And I want tartar sauce, mate.
Tartar sauce, mate.
Yeah. How much is that?
£9, mate.
I think you're.
Is that about accurate?
That was good.
Yeah,
That was good.
no, it's in the price. Is that all right? Price
No,
rate?
you bumped me, but
Okay.
that's fine.
Oh, you should get bumped after those sauce
Actually,
choices.
yeah.
The sauces cost extra.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
that's what a boss man would do in that situation. He would see the drunk, vulnerable man ordering
Yeah.
ridiculous things and he'd be like, fuck it, £9.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you're not respected in the shop here because he charged you for the sauces.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is going into a shop and the guy is like acting as if it's like a restaurant and it's like a late night kebab shop. And I'll say like, I remember I was in Cardiff and we ordered some chicken sheesh. And this guy was like a Welsh bloke working in a Turkish shop. And he was like, we'll have some chicken off the bone, please. Like, no, mate, it's just a fucking chicken kebab. Do you know what I mean?
Chicken off the bone.
Chicken off the
bone?
bone.
That's
You
hilarious.
legit think you
And he was
are.
like just slicing it off the like the turny thing. It wasn't on a bone. But Welsh people always make me laugh, man. I love Welsh people.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're
It's
funny.
the accent.
It's
I've never
the
been to Wales.
accent.
Wales. You know,
Is there anything in Wales apart from sheep?
Cardiff's all right.
Cardiff's bang.
Mount Snowdon.
Who?
Mount Snowdon. The big mountain.
Snowdon.
My brother in Christ, don't come out here.
You
talking
see
to
what
me
I'm
about
telling
mountains,
you?
bro. What the fuck is that all about?
see
think
what I'm
gonna
telling
go
you?
all the way out of my way to,
Put it this
look
way.
at a mountain?
Hang on.
Yes.
You know,
No.
you know my previous point on white people liking white people activities, yeah? Luke, have you heard of Mount Snowdon?
Yep.
Tyler, have you heard of Mount Snowdon?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Now you have.
Oh no, I
Oh,
do
right.
know of it, but
The UK has 3 peaks. Is Mount Snowdon's
But
one
are
of
you
them?
planning to go
is
to
there,
Mount
is,
Snowdon?
is there Ben Nevis?
Ben Nevis, Mount Snowdon. What's
Do you
the
have
other one?
intentions of going to any of them?
Scotland,
No.
right?
Luke, do you have any intentions of going to them?
No, probably not.
Oh, fuck.
So it's only me that's been to them.
Fuck. Oh, you've been to them? Oh, fucking Rishi Sunak over here.
To be fair, you do give off big Rishi Sunak vibes.
100%.
I live in Surrey. It's just
We've said this several times on this
conquer the
podcast.
territory.
I don't know. He does. I don't. Not Rishi vibes. I think.
Oh, mate.
Oh,
Spend a little bit more time with him.
give it a bit more time. Yeah.
yeah.
Give it time.
Give it time.
Give it time.
Rishi's vibe is when he was handing out things to the homeless, and then the guy's like, "I'm really hungry. I've always thought about working in food." And Rishi's like, "Oh, you should start a business." You're like,
That is
"Mate,
him. That is
100%
him.
He's a homeless
His
guy."
logic sometimes, yeah, he is the kind of person where if he didn't know it would
Just
be wrong
don't be
to say,
homeless.
he would be like, "Don't be homeless, just
Yeah.
buy a house."
Yeah, just buy a house.
I mean, the thinking's. I can't justify it. Can't justify it.
He-
Viraj was the only person left in this country who was genuinely sad to see Rishi leave. Genuinely, like,
Are you actually
upset.
sad to see him leave?
I had someone that looked like me in the highest power in the UK.
Valid. I'll give you
Right,
that.
that's a
I'll
fair
give you that.
point.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
but he didn't give a fuck about you. Well, he did.
Actually,
care-
no. He's
he did.
he's in the demographic.
No, he did. He cared about you, but not because you're Indian. Yeah, he cared about you because you own a Porsche, not a mortgage. That's what he
I
wanted.
don't know. Pretty Patel's still hanging around, isn't she? Pretty,
What's Pretty up to these days? She's lagging.
big old.
I would fold her in half.
man.
I'm not even gonna lie. She'd probably
Pretty
deport me
sexy.
afterwards,
I
but I would have
had
a great
a-
time.
But that's part of the appeal.
I
You know
had
what
a
I mean?
conversation with my grandma about this, right? Not how amazing she is, about Prissy Patel. Yeah. she's I think she's collectively been disowned by the
Did you
South
turn
Asian
around to your
community.
grandma and be like, Nan, Pretty Patel, smash or pass?
I chimed in on the wrong bit. But she's like, she disowns her. She doesn't look at her like a South Asian or Indian.
No, because they didn't.
Did you have to take a break there?
The fuck was that?
Also, this is really nice. By
Thank
the
you.
way.
Thank you very much.
That's really cool.
It's more money than sense.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Don't worry, brother Luke, we'll get you one.
Yes, please, mate.
Should we
Right
do
on.
like little gifts for the
Yeah, for the guests. Yes.
I've got a guy.
Welcome to Rockefeller Records. We just do this.
Yeah. I want one for
I
sure.
cannot believe you chimed in immediately after man said I would fold her like a deck chair.
timing is terrible.
I mean,
my Nan.
it's when she gets aggressive in the House of Commons, like when
Yeah,
she's
you
like,
call me
and
a-
she's telling people off. She's like, no, oh, you're like,
Oh, that's it, pretty.
teacher vibes.
You call me a dirty monkey. You do it. Go on, pretty. Too far?
Oh, could be.
No, just
Could
right.
be.
Just right.
I think the thing was, it's
If I
like, I
said
don't
it, it'd be
get
too
it.
far.
Like on her, like she is technically like her family heritage is immigrants.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So how can you think like that?
Well, I think it's her and Suella Braverman are people who like they feel like it's almost what Trump does. It's like let's create divisive conversation and divisive chat to show people like example of othering and how I'm one with the community, I'm one with the country. Kind
Trump's
of thing.
white,
She's
I
a
know,
beg.
but Trump appeals to the lowest common denominator in America.
but he thinks with the highest common denominator, with the 1%.
Yeah, so he doesn't actually care about the people who are
Yeah.
affected. But like that's what I think about like people like Suella and Pretty.
I love it when like Trump supporters, yeah. They like these Trump supporters were like working class people who grew up with next to nothing. Think a man who inherited a real
Yeah.
estate empire is a man of the people.
I
like, are you mad?
I mean, I don't like Trump, but some
Oh,
of the
I love
stuff
him.
on TikTok is funny.
He
I
is
love him.
funny.
I love him.
Oh,
He's
no,
funny.
at the very least, he's a
He's
character.
brilliant.
He's
I
a
mean,
great character.
when there's like a supercut of all the world leaders talking about like what they would do if like Russia or like Iran like started bombing people, and then everyone's like, we would respond with the best way possible. And then it gets to Trump, and he's like, I would bomb the shit out of you. And you're like, oh, fucking hell.
Have you seen can we look this up? Oh, are we connected? We're not connected. Don't even bother. It'll take too long. But there's this comparison video between how Obama announced the death of Bin Laden compared to how Trump announced the death of Abu Bakr Baghdadi, who was the leader of
He
ISIS.
died like a dog.
Die like a dog! Beautiful dogs.
Yeah, Shane Gillis did a whole thing about that. It was so good.
We went for the back. Most people would go for the front. Not
These
our
guys. They went in through the wall. Yeah, so good. So good. But Keir Starmer had a fuck up as well, didn't he? With the
Oh,
release the sausages.
Yeah.
Oh,
his
my
fucking. Have you seen
God.
his approval ratings? They have nosedived.
Yeah.
They
wanna
have
hear my-
nosedived.
Do you want to hear my take on the sausages?
Mhm.
It's suppressed homosexuality.
Oh, you'd know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the fucking expert on suppressed homosexuality.
Yeah.
I've
yeah,
said this
you
a million
are.
times on this. I've said this a million times, right? But I will come out eventually. I will
Drive- and he'll be
100%
driving
come
a
out
drag.
eventually. But I'm gonna come. I've decided when I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out on my son's 13th birthday.
Yes.
Right as they're about to bring out the cake.
Nice.
I'm gay. Happy birthday to you.
Or you should do it at a toast at a wedding or something.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
As your like daughter or son's getting married.
Yeah.
Just as like everyone's looking forward to the father of the bride's
Of
speech.
course,
and
yeah.
then you get up and say, it's so wonderful to have you, my new son-in-law, and especially doing that as a gay man. Prost to the bride and groom.
To my ex-wife as well.
If it doesn't work out between you two, call me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey everybody.
It'd be
Yeah.
a shame if I never came out.
Yeah, I should probably think about actually.
Some people never do.
No, some people
you
never
know.
do. You know when they say like, I always hear people say like, "Oh, you know that person's gay," but he has kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's called being closeted.
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Some actors, I've met a couple
Elton
of actors
John.
who are gay.
Did Elton
and
John
they-
ever have kids? But he was
girlfriends.
straight for a while.
I
Elton John, wasn't
don't
he?
think he had kids.
No, but he was straight for a bit,
He
wasn't
was
he?
straight for a
I think
bit.
he
yeah.
was.
But
yeah.
like, come on. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've not been successful with the ladies, but men, like male comics, hit on me quite a lot.
do they really?
Yeah.
I see it.
Only thing I get is male men.
You know why?
Yeah.
You're a bear.
What is it? You reckon
You're a
I'm
bear.
I thought I would just be like a chubby little cub. I didn't think I'd be a bear because bears are supposed to be, you know,
Get it. I
big,
see it now.
hairy.
I see it. But you're onto something there.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
onto
Virad's just got.
I was
a
gonna say,
semi.
of course you chimed in just then.
Why have
Viraj, you
just,
can't just say I see it and then drink your sparkling water.
why are his trousers off? What the hell is going on?
V, put your cock away.
That's why he decided to be off camera so he could just masturbate in peace.
Producer policy, mate.
Do you know what's really crazy? Yeah, you put that water in your mouth for so long. We know you like swallowing, G. Come on,
It's true.
that water was in his mouth here from like 32 BC. What are you doing with yourself? Bro, wait, hold on. Are you letting the fizz die out before you drink the water? Is that what's going on?
Can we talk about something that happens after this show every week that I think we should talk about?
Hit
Do you
me.
guys do this every week?
We do this every week.
Every
Fair
week.
play.
And so we're going to take you out for lunch after this. It's
No
become a tradition.
way.
We take our guests out for lunch.
This is the best Saturday ever.
Yeah,
this is great.
great.
I just thought I was just gonna get back on the train.
No. We
Go.
take you out for lunch. We treat you. We
Ah.
treat you like a princess.
Oh, this is
Um,
V
great.
gives you a hand job.
V
Hey.
does give you a hand job.
Yes, please.
Yeah. But so we go to the same brunch place every Saturday, and we became friendly with one of the waitresses.
Nice.
But here's what's happened with it, right? She spends ages talking to our table
Mhm.
because her and Viraj just talk about philosophy. Last couple of weeks, she hasn't been coming over.
Yeah.
And we realized she's been clearly instructed not to serve us anymore
Because you've
because
been-
we take too long chatting with
Oh
her.
my
He makes out like
God.
And the other
I talk
waitresses-
to her all the time.
You
We
fucking do.
collectively talk to her.
Is it a flirty thing or is it like
No,
a
them man are
intellectual?
genuinely just talk about philosophy.
She
Ah.
genuinely enjoys the conversations, but the
Okay.
other waiters and waitresses, we've seen them come over several times and say, "Can you go serve the tables, please?" So they've gotten annoyed with how long she takes because they're so busy.
Okay,
So-
nice. I
and
mean
it's
that give fair play, mate. You know, I like talking. I think there's certain things you can talk like a waitress or like a foodie thing. But like my barbers I go Turkish barbers and I live by them because they are the best.
Big
But
respect.
when I go in, I get like there's always like 7 of them lined up, and it's the same. They're always like in the middle of doing some like fancy haircut for some bloke,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
all in unison kind of turn around. They're like, "You're right, mate," and I'm like, "Fucking class." But I feel like when you're in a haircut, I used to love ASMR. You know, when
Yeah.
you like the whisper in your ear. When I'm in the barbers, I always feel like I get the Turkish ASMR.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it's like I was a wife, mate. It's like, so I'm going, okay, mate. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't have a wife, but that's all right. I don't even
Yeah.
care what he's saying as long as
Yeah.
he's talking to me.
And he's
I'm
slagging
so
you.
relaxed.
You know, he's slagging you off in Turkish as well.
yeah, 100%.
I've seen it happen in Turkish barbers where I've gone in and they're so nice to people's faces and they're just calling them like a fat prick in Turkish.
What was the word for Turkish? Fat prick in Turkish?
Fat prick in Turkish. What would be fat prick?
See if I recognise it or not.
What would fat prick be in Turkish? Shishko. Eshek, I guess.
Yeah, sounds about
Shishko
right.
Eshek. Eshek means donkey, but I don't think we have a word for prick.
The worst was when going in there and I used
It's prick. I don't think we
I
have
smashed a shawarma on the way to the barbers, and it just like
You were having a big Turkish day.
I was
Kebab,
having a big Turkish
barbers.
day. Yeah, and I needed a shit during the haircut.
Ah.
Ah, God.
And it was the middle of the summer. It was really hot, so I
Oh,
was
this is-
sweating.
A shawarma on a hot day. You
And
animal.
I know, and I went to the toilet during. I was like, "Can I use your loo, mate?" And obviously, because he was
You took
halfway
a
through
shit in the middle of a hair.
because it was in the middle. If it was the end, I'd probably have held it. But I knew there was going to be.
Shit mid haircut is
It's
crazy.
kinda
man.
wild.
Yeah.
That's
And then-
mad.
So I went to
behaviour.
the back room, and there's just all of these guys having lunch together. And
Yeah.
I thought there'd be like a long corridor and a toilet, but the toilet was sort of in the kitchen.
Nah, bruv, you ruining their lunch with your shit.
And I just creamed one out, and it was really smelly. And I had to not go back there for like 3 months because
Don't they remember?
they 100% remember now.
Yeah, your
But
pictures
you're
on
in
the
a
walls
band.
somewhere.
Do not let this sweaty creep come into our barbershop
Oh,
anymore.
And you know,
Um,
like Turkish, Middle Eastern culture in particular, we're very particular about shit
oh,
and
okay.
hygiene around shit.
Yeah.
So you taking a shit while they eat,
Yeah, it's bad.
you might as well have just slapped their mothers in the face.
Now I take Imodium before I get my hair cut. Like I take 4 Imodium before just to make sure. I actually took one today.
I'll tell you what's game changing. Been using wet wipes instead of normal toilet roll.
Welcome.
What a treat.
Brother.
It's like arse wiping plus, innit?
Oh, my asshole's never been so
Nice.
clean.
I like the French way of doing it. Is it the French way where they squirt the water?
Yeah.
Ah, did
Oh
they?
my god.
Classy.
I went to America and we stayed in this house, and this lady who we were staying with had one of those, but it was
Mm.
heated seat on the toilet seat. You sit down, it's like a little treat. And how the water finds the
Its target.
exact spot
Yeah.
Oh, she had one that like shoots up.
shoots up.
Oh.
The B-Day has aimbot.
And yeah, but that's what I was thinking. Is there a little camera down there just staring at my arse?
It's remote piloted by the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in her bedroom.
Bullseye.
It's being powered by like a US military station.
You're saying that, yeah? The toilets in Japan are crazy, you know? Because they'll wash your ass, they'll dry your ass.
Well, I got fucked over one.
No, I'm not joking, seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
got
robotic.
That's the way you said
open
it.
you open the door and the toilet seat opens.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm pretty sure it plays a bit of music.
You got to be careful with those toilets though,
Yeah.
because I pressed the wrong button. I was like, "Where's the flush button?" And I pressed like the squirt button, and it squirted water directly at my face.
Nice.
You just got the toilet version of a golden shower.
I did. It wasn't nice.
That is crazy.
I
What
golden
do you do in a
showered
golden
myself.
shower? That must be such a weird thing to go through.
I've
you
never
know?
pissed on anyone.
No,
No, neither.
Only myself.
I can't imagine it being hot. Do you know what I
No.
mean?
I can imagine it being warm.
Yeah, I can see that, but
Why would you want to piss on someone?
I don't know.
Or be pissed on.
Girls, where do you stand on this? Pissing on people?
Nope.
Nope. No.
No.
No, he
Good
just
answer.
pisses on trees. He likes to mark his territory.
I'm so glad he said no and he didn't go,
Pissing-
ah!
Yeah.
Because he normally does, by the way.
But pissing outside, that's a good feeling.
It
Ah,
is.
to be fair, it is. You see, I was joking, but I also piss on trees.
I went to a wedding recently, and there was like outside toilets,
Mm.
and it was at this guy's mum's house in France, and it was a beautiful place, but someone shat on the front lawn.
No.
Yeah, right by the toilets. And then the party that was at the house the next day, everyone came back. It was,
He missed the toilet.
but the
By a
toilet
mile.
was there.
Why did he do that?
I think it was more of like a fuck you and your
Yeah, I think,
Fuck
yeah.
Fancy
you,
place.
This, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
this place, fuck this whole
Yeah.
establishment.
big old.
Where is the worst place you've ever taken a piss? Open panel question.
Very good question. Thank you for asking.
Oh, he's cooking. I know my answer immediately.
M25 on the hard shoulder.
You're joking.
Yeah, yeah.
You pulled over onto the hard shoulder to take a piss.
Comedy, you know how many little road trips I take? Sometimes there's no, it's either that
Gee,
or
do
die.
you realize like, that's a terrifying pee?
It is, it's scary. And
Hard
you know who
shoulder.
are cunts? Lorry drivers, because they beep you and scare the fuck out of you.
Really?
Because they can see your cock from an aerial view.
Is it a long beep?
Oh, wait, no,
Sometimes, or
hold-
just
yeah.
a short little.
Hold
It
on.
depends on how much they rate my
They can
penis.
see it. Was there a magnifying glass?
Or is there like a certain temperature? Yeah.
I do have a massive penis, to be fair.
Fair, mate.
That's one thing I'm blessed with. I have a
Cool. So
massive penis.
M25 hard shoulder, which is criminal.
Yeah.
Fee.
I've got two.
By all means, please share with the classroom.
One was we were doing a road trip to Mysore when we were living in India, and we had to stop at it wasn't even a service station. They were just outdoor toilets, Indian toilets, not the one.
Not
That
ideal.
wasn't fun
Okay.
at all. It was a horrid experience.
Did something crawl out and say hello?
No, you couldn't see. You couldn't
I'm
see
not
into the
joking.
hole because it was so
This can
dark.
happen in
yeah.
third world countries.
It was his brother.
The other one, however, is probably top. We were tiger trekking in Kerala.
Okay, this is already insane.
Yeah, it was. They were like
Tiger trekking.
Yeah,
He does
What's
white people shit.
What is that?
Exactly.
You try and track down tigers
do what?
Wow.
to see them, so I can take a photo of it.
White people shit.
You know what I
It's
mean?
cool though. That is cool.
It's amazingly cool. It's not
I've
nice
never
just
done
getting
such
it
a
all
thing.
out.
That's
No,
on
I
the list of
wouldn't-
dumb
I
ways
would
to die.
never do it.
How did
Yeah.
he die? He went looking for him.
But that's one of those Daily Mail articles. It's like,
Ross
Ross
read it.
died tiger jet. You can see the comments, can't you?
It was
Why on
really-
earth would you do that?
Yeah.
What stupid thing? Wouldn't catch me doing that.
You say that, you get there, and it's like a fiver, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, I would 100%. I mean, but I wouldn't be able to, like, I'd shit it the whole way. But, like, I respect that you did that. That's cool.
Oh, it was amazing.
All
I
I'd
had
have
a
to do is
great.
hear the
I have no
tiger roar
respect.
once and I'm shitting myself.
The tiger saw us. We didn't see the tiger.
Long day.
Yeah.
Long day.
Did
Nah.
the tiger go, very great?
No.
Good. It's
Thank you.
good. It's great.
Comedy.
Where's the weirdest place I've taken a pee? Oh, I've actually, to be honest, you know, the bridge between.
He's giving us a precise geolocation.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know, the bridge between Blackfriars and North and South London. That
Yes.
bridge.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What?
yes.
I used
Oh,
to-
yeah!
Yeah, I used to work in a brewery and it always finished late. And then
Oh, was it the one by the water?
and I have like
Yeah, I know
three
that. I know the
pints,
one.
so I just pee off the bridge sometimes. yeah, because
That's freeing.
it was really amazing the first two times, and by the third one,
There was
all the
a fish
effect
in
was
that water
gone.
going.
Yeah.
Someone
It was
in
always
the
late at
sightseeing boat was thinking, oh,
It's
yeah,
pretty
right.
rank actually
Yeah.
thinking about it. It was a few years ago. I wouldn't do that now, but back then you could. You know, you could get away with a lot more
Back in the
then.
day,
Yeah.
before the immigrants came, mate, you could just
Mate,
piss where you liked.
You'd be there with your Daily Mail, mate, pissing off the bridge, mate, having a good time.
You know these like central London, like West End toilet cubicles that are just basically outside now.
Yeah.
So people, that's so grim.
There's
Yeah.
one
No
at
difference,
Vauxhall.
no different to France though.
Also true.
Yeah, but France shouldn't be the shining example of anything.
True.
Have you seen the French?
Mm.
Terrible people.
Oh, actually, I
Terrible.
never actually said what my worst pee was as well.
Yeah.
Carnival. So, you know, they have the outside
with the
toilet, cubicles. You were there as well.
The crackhead.
You
Um,
piss
year.
on a crackhead.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother episode.
oh, we need to actually get into this at some point because that was insane. But we'll have to say that we don't have enough time
Sure.
in this episode. But so
Absolutely.
they have the outside like cubicles, and then obviously you got the toilets on one side, and I swear to God, on the other side of that same little like building thing is a urinal, and you're just pissing as people are walking past you. And I'm not talking like 2, 3, 4 people. No, you're in the middle of fucking carnival.
I got
There
performance
are,
anxiety.
I would say, about 40 different people saw my wood that day
Mad.
as I was taking a piss.
That's cool.
Nah, brother. No, it wasn't. That was honestly like
basically
for,
public
for
fashion.
and I was licked as well. Yeah, so it's not even to say like
Luke's like, why am I hard?
Really glad I came
I was
today.
stood there for like a good minute before the water started flowing because I was too aware of what was going on.
It is awkward when when you're in a urinal, yeah,
Yeah,
and it's just you and another guy, and you can't hear a stream coming from him, and he can't hear a stream coming from you, and you both know we've both got performance anxiety, and we're going a complete stranger, and suddenly we're going through something so incredibly intense together.
you know what? I've never had that, especially if
Never.
I go to a toilet and there's a guy standing at the urinal and I can't hear anything. I pee a bit harder just to assert dominance.
Yeah,
I think it's the last great, like when we were in, like years and years ago, we'd go into a bar and like a Western and you'd have
Yeah.
your gun in your holster.
yeah,
That's when men were men, right?
Yeah.
Now we go into the urinal. It's the last great saloon.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you walk up, you have to pick your moment. Are you going in the middle? Are you going in the end?
Yeah.
You know, you got to, I'm an end. I'm a bottom.
Yeah.
I go on the far left or sometimes the far right. But
That's very good.
You got to know where you're going. If you go in the middle, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a middle guy.
you're a
I'm
middle
a middle
guy.
guy.
Yeah, I'm a middle guy as well.
I have a new bit in my stand-up where I've been talking about this situation where I'll go into a urinal. There's 3 urinals. The guy's pissing in the middle urinal. So I do the right thing. I go into the cubicle
Mhm.
and I hear him say under his breath, "Coward."
No way.
He's like, you would never get your cock out next to me.
I don't like standing too close to people at urinals. I think it's
Yeah, it's you're making a statement.
Back
I
in
feel
the
like
day,
nothing pisses me off more than if there is room for you to go elsewhere. Why have you stopped
Yeah.
right next to
It's the same thing with buses
Oh,
or
please.
trains.
It's when someone comes to sit next to you on the bus when there's clearly another.
Oh, gee,
Yeah.
I grew up in East London, right? If a man sits next to me on a bus, yeah, on an empty bus, especially top deck, I'm
Yeah.
getting robbed.
That's not.
I'm getting
vibe.
robbed. Long
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I when I go in the morning on the bus and I find like there's always someone with a massive bag and they
Mm.
put it next to them because they don't want anyone to sit there. I used to like not wear headphones and stuff, and I used to be polite and say, "Sorry, do you mind moving your bag?"
Yeah.
But when you get a little bit tired and you get a little bit fatter and you have to do the walk upstairs,
Yeah.
you're sweating. I found myself like mumbling now to the point where
Ugh.
one day I caught myself like, "Move that fucking bag," and then she went, "All right, you're so rude." I was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to." But like my inner monologue has got louder.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? You said, "Move that fucking bag," and it's the guy goes, "Allahu Akbar." You want to move the bag? I move the bag. That's how 7-7 happened.
Sir, why is your back beeping? Oh, it's just happy to see you, brother.
Reminds me of being on the bus with my dad once, and this lady got on with all of her kids. Right,
How
and
many kids?
she
All
had
of her
like-
kids?
Oh my god, she had like 5 kids.
Fucking that's
something
too
like
many
That's
kids.
kind of
and
greedy.
she was on her own. That she was like herding them like sheep. And
Yeah.
they literally did like 3 or 4 stops, and then she starts banging on the window as the door closes.
Don't tell me she left the child.
Well, she was missing a kid. She's
Oh,
yelling. She's going, "Omar, Omar!" and she's running around the bus. "Omar!" And we're all going, "Omar, Omar, Omar!" and the kid's being silly. He's hiding behind
Of
one of the
course.
seats. So it goes
What a
down.
legend.
bus, everyone's calm. The bus moves a couple stops, and my dad just goes, Omar! I was just like, fucking hell. He took me out.
His impulsive thoughts.
Yeah,
One
exactly.
You know what's fun, right? About Scottish people, they don't give a fuck.
I love Scottish people.
I love Scottish
Scottish
people so
people.
I
much.
love,
class.
and I'm a half
great
Scot, so
characters.
I'm not a real Scot. I'm a fair weather Scot. My girlfriend like hates the fact that I support Scotland in the football.
No,
Like,
you should.
she has this argument where she's like, when it was England versus Scotland in the Euros in 2020,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, so if there's a world war between Scotland and England, like, who would you support? You live in this country, you know." And I was like, "No, like,
Why is your girlfriend a Brexiteer?
No, I don't know.
What's
It doesn't
going
even
on?
sound like that. I don't know why I gave her that accent. But she just thinks I should be more loyal to England because I live in England and all that.
What,
No,
what-
fuck
what
that.
war between Scotland and England is
I mean, damn
crazy.
straight.
No.
Yeah.
No. Nah.
I mean, I just love Scotland. I love Scottish people.
If
and
you're
just-
half and half, you
I-
support the more oppressed
well, I'm half
version.
Scottish, quarter Australian, quarter English as well.
Oh no, you're more Scottish than you
So-
are English then.
Technically,
Yeah.
if that means anything, I don't know if it means anything.
I
I
mean,
do. I
if-
do
if-
have.
if we're going
I didn't
purely
have all
off
the
maths.
information. You're Scottish.
If we're going purely off maths, then you kind of have to support.
and I have
Scotland.
got a mullet now as well, which makes me
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
Australian as
So-
well. You know,
So your mum is half Australian.
half English. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a fellow mummy's boy like I am.
I would probably put myself in the mummy boy category.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. I actually wrote a song called "Certified Mummy's Boy."
Can we hear it?
Yeah, play a little bit if you want.
Yeah. Let's please.
Should I just play it into the
Yeah,
mic barrage?
absolutely.
That might be a good way to wrap this up.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. This is how we're gonna
Certified.
end it.
What fresh and clean coming to
Alright.
you and your TV screen.
Certified mummy's boy, hot on the track. Ladies over 40, yeah, they think I'm a snack. I'm a local hero, call me Charlie Sheen. Baby, I can be your toast if you can be my beat. No doubt I'm a threat to your husband's wallet. Cause if I see his Amex, then I'll put it in my pocket. Up in the back of a pink limousine. On my way to Janice's, Aggie's very keen.
It's actually about sleeping with older women when I was younger.
Brother Luke, ladies and gentlemen, Brother Luke.
there we
I
go.
told you, it's Brother Luke.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, better than some drill rappers. I'll give you that for sure.
100%. Central C, eat your heart out.
Damn.
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
All right,
Um,
Luke Nixon, where can they find you, Lukey?
at Luke Nixon Comedy, lukenixon.com for all my shows. That's it.
This
Lovely
has been
stuff.
the Smoke Session podcast. Thank you for coming. Like, subscribe, tell your mum about it, tell your dad about it if he's still in your life. See you later.
Sick.